Speaker number 5, Paul Falkowski. The speech is the message. The speech is the message. Paul Falkowski.
If I asked you, how many times a day do you have a conversation? Would you know the answer? I know I wouldn't. The medium of conversation is unconscious, automatic, often unremarkable. The words, they flow out of our mouths with zero pressure. Why is it then that given the opportunity to speak publicly, all of that goes out the window and the pressure begins to rise? It's as if we are missing a major puzzle piece. Have you realized that every time you engage in a conversation, you engage in public speaking to an audience of at least one? The other day, my girlfriend came home and asked me how my day was, and then she gave me the stage for a response. I was enthusiastic and I said, excellent! And then I gave her the stage right back and forth, back and forth. We passed the stage to each other, paying no second thought to the message we were communicating. I know it's different in public. We fear public speaking, the speech, because we fear judgment for the presentation of our ideas, the content. Have you ever felt that? Canadian communication theorist Marshall McLuhan might have the cure for that fear. Marshall McLuhan argued that the content does not matter as much as the method in which it's delivered. He encapsulated his position in a phrase you may have heard before: the medium is the message. The medium or piece of media is any tool for communication in the broadest sense. At its simplest, even a light bulb can convey meaning, not to mention phones, social media, the digital vein that runs throughout our technological infrastructure, even conversations. The medium is the message. In other words, the medium in which a message is presented is more important than the message itself. The fact that we use these tools is more important than the content they convey. What are the implications? Contest chair, fellow Toastmasters, judges, guests. The content of my speech is not the message today, no, but rather the speech itself. The medium of the speech is the message. Pay no attention to the words I am saying, but to the method in which I deliver them. Consider for a second any speech in a meeting, in a classroom, in a contest. One person stands in front of the room to perform oratory while the audience looks on and listens. There may be props, there may be note-taking, and the voice modulated by the speaker, words chosen carefully, delivered in a casual or a grand fashion. That we can recognize by influencing the individual elements, emphasizing this word. Pausing, leading the audience from one side of an argument through gesture to another, we increase our effectiveness as speakers. It all can be learned, but the individual words that we speak matter less than the fact that we are speaking at all. We begin to understand that the medium of the speech is the message. Marshall McLuhan was commenting on radio evolving into TV. Adding a visual medium to an auditory message was worthy of remark. So even here, consider, I've been speaking in a medium we've known for years, the speech. Well, with an added layer, because this isn't just a speech, it's a speech on Zoom. Again, pay no attention to the words I say, but to the method in which I deliver them. A speech in a Zoom room while the audience looks on and listens. There may be props, there may be note-taking, and the voice modulated by the microphone, words chosen carefully, delivered in a casual or a grand fashion through an online conference service. That we can recognize. In the same way, the switch from radio to television was remarkable. The switch from speech to digital speech is worthy of remark too. Not the words I'm saying, but the digital speech is the message. So consider, when I change my virtual background, and you can read it along with me, how that affects the medium. This is a speech on a Zoom virtual background. Pay no attention to the words that are written. A speech on a Zoom background while the audience looks on and reads. There may be note-taking of the words chosen carefully, delivered in a casual or grand fashion through an online conference service, and now behind the speaker, that we can recognize. And can we recognize that this speech, now recorded, with the potential to be reposted digitally, expands the medium even beyond what we're discussing? How about this? How about this? The speech is the message, not the content of the speech, but the speech itself. On Zoom, through virtual background, distributed digitally, on a t-shirt, as a puzzle, is the message. Do you fear public speaking because you fear judgment? Well, maybe we found our missing puzzle piece. If we expand our thinking of what a speech is, we can lose fear of what we say, empowered by the medium in which we say it. We can drop the fear and be fearless. In our public conversations, we can hear those who heretofore have spoken less. And we can be heard. We can stop overthinking, and we can start speaking. Because we all have the medium of speech available to us. And the speech is the message. Contest chair.